To the left?
Yeah.
Like over there?
Yeah.
We're getting sent over to secondary inspection. Hey. Hola. Poco.
Okay.
English.
500 feet, turn right onto Highway 2.
Yes. Registration.
The VIN number.
VIN number?
The car is.
Down. It's right down there.
Okay. The trailer and the razor.
See.
I need inspection. Is open door?
Inside? Oh, see.
Where are you going?
Hoy, San Felipe, y lunes, Guerrero Negro. Buenos tardes from San Luis, Mexico, guys. Hope you're having a great day. We're getting kind of a midday jump on our first leg of our trip, which is down to San Felipe. So in San Felipe this weekend is a big race called the San Felipe 250, and stand by here. Guys, I think this is a toll station for the Highway 2. Buenos. 25? Gracias. Okay, so that was 25 pesos for the highway toll. All right, I totally lost track of where I was, but the talking point of today's video is going to be the expedition vehicle that got away. So a couple weeks ago, we found an expedition vehicle that was for sale, but yet it really wasn't for sale because I guess there was a sale pending prior to us, but it got away from us. And I've spoken to the seller and let him know, hey, if this deal falls through, we are still all over it and chomping at the bit for this vehicle. And I have to say, the pickings that are on the used market for vehicles that can be registered in the US, that's a very small list. And especially then you narrow down like the features that you want. I want to thank everybody who has sent us the links to that expedition vehicle for sale in Baja. That is an awesome one, aside from the fact that we're going to have a problem registering it in the United States. So here's some information about the vehicle that we found. It's called an AATREC, AATREC, and there were only 4 of them built by a guy, I believe, in Wyoming. And the neat thing about these are they were built on the Mitsubishi Fuso FM chassis, which is like the FG, but it's a heavier duty chassis, and the cab of the vehicle has like an extra cab. You know how like a pickup truck has a single cab and extra cab? Well, this has an extra cab, which is awesome. The exterior of the rig was really, really nice. And I say that because it was very understated and low-key. I'm not a real flashy person, so these things stand out enough as it is, and I didn't want one with a bunch of patterns, but this was just nice, clean, and understated. Another benefit to that Mitsubishi FM chassis is the fact that it was 2007, so that means it does not require ultra low sulfur diesel. So it's still going to be several years before ultra low sulfur diesel comes to undeveloped countries and up and coming countries. Guys, we are approaching another roadblock of sorts. I think it might be the federales because the highway is a federal highway. That was easy enough.
I have to be honest, since we found and subsequently lost this rig, it's been really hard to look at anything else. The layout, the space, the storage on this rig was such that nothing else compares. And so we've had a really hard time kind of getting back on the horse to look at anything else because everything we look at, we're kind of like, meh. So this had tremendous cabinet space, storage space, There was under the bed storage space, much more than in most of the rigs of this type. The bed was at the front of the cabin, which just really lent to, you kind of were able to get this sense of it being a separate room. There was like wood framing around it, around the entrance to the bed area, and we could have hung a curtain there. It would have really made it feel like a separate space. There was an extra freezer underneath one of the dinettes. And I think the biggest thing about this one, you know, when you're looking at doing a trip like this, it's not like we're going to take this thing out for the weekend or even a week or 2 weeks. We're going to live in this thing for a period of years while we travel overseas. And it had a homey feel to it. They used wood. The flooring that they used was just very inviting, and it had kind of a darker wood, and I don't know, it just had this really homey, cozy, like a house feel. And I love the other ones that we've looked at, don't get me wrong in any way, shape, or form, but they had a very sterile feeling to them. This one, while it still had all of the great features of the cabinetry where you had to push the button to get it to open, so you know your drawers and cabinets aren't flying open while you're driving, they were wooden, and it made it look more like a home.
Buenos Aires.
37.
37. Gracias.
I would advise against this.
Piece of cake. Or piece of flan. So the AATREC was by no means like 100% perfect for what we're looking for, but there were a few things that we would be willing to sacrifice or we could put in ourselves later. Like for example, it did not have a water purification system. That could be added later. It did still have the dual rear wheels, which I guess a lot of them have switched over to a single rear wheel, but I really think that we would be just fine with the dual rear wheels. Okay guys, a link to the eBay ad for the vehicle, if you want to see more, is in the video description below. And just below that, you're going to find the links to 2 videos. They were made by the guy who built these rigs, and he has since passed away at a very young age, but the rig is awesome. So if you want to see more of what we were looking at, just look below. Okay guys, this is the military checkpoint about 30 miles or so out of San Felipe. Buenos tardes.
Una revisión, por favor, para que abra la puerta. Perfecto.
Sí.
Hola.
Buenas tardes.
No, no bite, dog.
No bite.
No bite.
It's good bite. It's good dog.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bien? That one was pretty easy. Okay.
You prefer?
Beck's gonna go scout them out. But our campsite up on the water is occupied by one of the race teams. With the help of some 2x4s and blocks, we got her leveled out. We were also able to leave the trailer on the motorhome. There is a little daylight underneath these rear wheels though. Okay guys, thanks for joining us on this ride down to San Felipe and conversation about expedition vehicles. Please keep sending us links to expedition vehicles that you guys find. I have faith that one of you guys are probably gonna find the expedition vehicle of our dreams. Make sure you hit that subscribe so you can follow our adventures on this Baja trip. I'd normally say see you tomorrow, but over the next couple weeks, the vlogs are gonna be a little sporadic because we're gonna be venturing into areas with no cell phone service and limited Wi-Fi. So thanks for watching, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.